देखा हमने पाया शिव भोला भगवान।
इतना मीठा इतना प्यारा शिव भोला भगवान।
सिकिलते मीठे मीठे बच्चे वाह।
शिव भोला भगवान।
बेहद का वैराग अर्थात चारों ओर के किनारे छोड़ देना, किनारे को सहारा बना दिया। इन सहारे में समय परमान प्यारे बने और समय परमान श्रीमत व निमित्त बने हुए आत्माओं के इशारे परमान सिकंद में होती प्यारी से न्यारी बन जाए। इसमें जितना प्यारे जल्दी बनते उतने न्यारे नहीं, प्यारे बनने में होशियार है, न्यारे बनने में सोचते हैं मत चाहिए। न्यारा बनना ही किनारे छोड़ना है और किनारे छोड़ना ही बेहद की वैराग बढ़ती। किनारों को सहारा बनाए पकड़ना आता है, लेकिन छोड़ने में क्या करते जानते हो ना? क्या करते हो? क्वेश्चन मार्क लंबा लगा देते हो। सेवा का इंचार्ज बनना बहुत अच्छा था, लेकिन इंचार्ज के साथ साथ स्वयं की और औरों की बैटरी चार्ज करने में मुश्किल लगता। इसलिए तपस्या द्वारा वर्तमान समय बेहद के वैराग वृद्धि की अति आवश्यकता है। बाप दादा का याद प्यार स्वीकारो।
Om Shanti. Avyakt signals inculcate the power of being fearless, and make your stage unshakable, immovable, and constant. You children are the ones who are the form of fire. Therefore, why should you be afraid? You are already dead, and so whom should you be afraid of? All of you must now become fearless ones, who are the form of fire, and those who burn away the tamogoni nature of matter and souls. This is a very big task. So only if you do it with speed can it be accomplished. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vikti Parivar. Today's day 4. Zeal and enthusiasm. The flying stage. Zeal and enthusiasm make difficult things easy. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti, everyone. Whenever we take a theme, like we have chosen to look into the zeal, enthusiasm, and flying stage. Actually, when we have the theme, then it takes us to, depth of that theme, or makes us introvert. Like I had been thinking, what had been my enthusiasm whole life, or whenever there is always enthusiasm, but mostly people think enthusiasm is more like they want to do something, and so they're always enthusiastic in doing. But for me, enthusiasm is always becoming, because quality of our doing depends on our being. And if I keep increasing the quality of being, then it's not what I am enthusiastic, but what Baba makes me instrument for. So of course we do regular service and daily routine and whatever has to be done. But I always is kind of pulled more inside to, and very deeply enthusiastic to, do something, what Baba always says, very special, unique, bigger, is towards the task of establishment. So it pulls me a lot into deeper silence and more being with Baba. Because it's not something external, there are some, they are like, they get very enthusiastic for doing this big program there. And I feel that, yes, all that will happen. But I, as an instrument, have to be qualified to achieve something more, not just simple result of more people, number of people. Some people keep counting how many they have served. But for me, how many souls are touched and how unlimited I am, and they becoming, so I always have enthusiasm for, like I always ask Baba, some people want to do same things. I always ask Baba that something different, and so let people are doing that. There should be something unique, something new, something different, more subtle. So I go into, more inner self, and like today, suddenly I found that I am so pulled again to just be in your original state, eternal stage. So, it was so beautiful, and just a peaceful soul, pure soul, loveful soul, deep silence, very deep natural silence. And one feels in that silence very close to Baba. There's a lot of lightness. And you, internally, like it's not just intellect has to, we have to churn, we have to, but intellect also becomes very, very quiet and very light. But then I start seeing that in every Baba's child, there are two stages. One is of angel, other is of deity. Even they act as Brahmin life, act as a spiritual person, but within that there are two personalities. And when I am seeing that, then I'm seeing that even those who are playing part don't realize that at this time I am like angel. But I could just see their qualities, angelic qualities, and also qualities of a deity. Because then I went from original to eternal to original. That how many of us realize that we have these both stages which do play a part in our life at confluence age, but we are not also aware. And we say, oh, I have to become angel. I have to be deity. We always think that way. But actually, if you are really truly in your enthusiastic stage, you can also see your own angelic form, angelic stage, and the deity stage. And then you underline it and say, when I am angelic, this is what I am. These are my ways of doing things, saying things. Why can't I be consistent? That's the enthusiasm. Same is about, yes, I have that divinity. I have kindness, I'm compassionate, I'm, want to always share. It's like all divine qualities emerge. So enthusiasm is that, let me use them more and more. So I had a very deep experience of, and then I start relating that from very beginning in my Brahmin life, I was never enthusiastic in doing, let's do this, let's do this. Of course, good ideas will come, and when it comes to doing, I will do it. But I always thought that there should be such quality, plus what Baba wants us to do, we have to do. So, but majority are busy, happy with regular service, which has to continue. But also, how can I reveal Baba? That's another thought. It is only through, Baba says, face and the activity that you can reveal Baba. Even if you give lectures, give introduction of Baba, which I did mention about, when I was in Shantivan this time, they had a conference and they invited all the saints and gurus, and I knew they will ask me to be in one of the session, which I never kind of felt comfortable, and I had been kind of saying no every time I got this, but this time I knew that I'm there, and as a senior I will be invited. So I said, okay, I will come, but I won't come all the time. I will come in the end for 1 hour, because they give a lot of lectures and it's very long program. So there were all different kinds of gurus. One guru who was sitting next to me was wearing lot of gold, lot of gold. Every finger had a ring, big bangle, everywhere, watch, gold watch, everything gold. And then on the other side, there was someone sitting who was very educated from Jain religion. Very, very good speaker. But mostly all of them were praising Brahma Kumaris. And they just were feeling like these are the sisters who really are doing, and we want to cooperate, and they are the one who will serve whole India. Means that was they keep saying it, and I keep saying that I wish if they knew that it's not Brahma Kumaris, it's who is making them do. So when everything finished was my turn, and first I wanted people because they were loud and quite verbal and just praising Brahma Kumaris. I said, it's not Brahma Kumaris. It's not what you're saying here is, but first it's the purity. We always talk about peace, but without purity, there cannot be peace. Then I was sharing that it is important to know. So, I said little, but then later on, I was telling everyone that we have to give Baba's introduction. When we are praised, we cannot be happy. Brahma Kumaris are known and people are accepting, but without Baba. And it's a good opportunity to share Baba's introduction when we are praised, because we shouldn't just sit and accept, yes, we are doing it, we will continue to do, we promise that we will continue. But who is making us do? And it's so interesting that it's very easy to forget that at that moment. And after that, I realized that, of course, when I was speaking, there was completely different. They were very loud, and I was, as I speak softly, and then led everyone into meditation, because there were 15,000-20,000 Brahmins sitting there in that session. So I thought they should get something. They had been only listening about Brahma Kumaris, which they know, but they should experience something. So I led them, and so how do we ourselves, as I said, always remember that who is making me instrument. Majority Brahmins just, they are undoing, they forget that it's Baba who's making it happen. And at every step I see, oh, like Baba really did it, Baba really did it. And I could see Baba's role in service. And so when Baba says, you are my helpers, you are my partners, you are my companions, and so that awareness, So what I am sharing is that enthusiasm is not only intellectual planning and intellectually serving, but the true enthusiasm is when you are becoming and helping others to become. And as much that enthusiasm is there, I think one feels very special. And of course, what one becomes instrument for unlimited tasks. And when there is this inner experience and enthusiasm, nothing is difficult. It's only we shouldn't have doubt, Doubt is something which we should be scared of. I remember that, like some people, they need something, they do something, but suddenly we're not sure if it will happen. And I say, it's gone now. It won't happen. And it's true, because they will have an obstacle, something will happen. But if they know that it's Baba's task and it has to happen, and everything is ready, but our doubt, it won't happen. Because doubt already is the obstacle. So you already created the obstacle for what you have to do. So when there is truly this zeal and enthusiasm or flying stage, one thing you do is to maintain your faith. It's very important. I have to do it and have 100% faith. Or subtle thoughts of, will it happen or not, will this end? And we are just losing our power, our energy, opportunities, everything is really losing because there is doubt. Because I remember even when I came in Peace Village in the beginning, So in the beginning was like quite a big thing, and lot was happening. And so one night Baba was telling me that, you believe me, you have trust in me. I said, of course, I have faith. So if you worry, you don't have faith. So from today, if you want me to help you have to have faith in me. And I just tied a knot. From today, I am not going to worry because Baba is looking at me and Baba can't help me. Says, okay, you worry and do whatever you can do. And since then, I realized that if you have to worry, you will keep worrying. There's no end to worries, right? But if you have faith in Baba, so it's like Baba is talking to me. And that makes so much, I must say, at least 80%, 90% change in me from that night. I said, it's yours, no? You do it, I will help you. Instead of asking help from Baba, I said, your task. You wanted it, you got it, you did it. So you will do it, but I will help you. I will be sincere. I will be hardworking. I will do everything. But it's your task. It's not that I have to do now, you help me. Generally, that's what generally people think. It's Baba, your task. You made us instrument, and we will do our best, honestly, sincerely, truthfully. So when we have this, so nothing is difficult then. Not only is difficult when it comes to happening, but internally also, one can just remain like, it's Baba's task. I am just instrument. But sometimes our intellectual, faith and our trust doesn't match properly, right? So we unnecessarily have a lot of thoughts and back and forth, and we lose a lot of time, a lot of power. But every step we take with this faith, of course, then there is real enthusiasm. But as I'm saying, real enthusiasm is not something just external. It really comes from the soul. What soul? Not because of desires. Oh, I should do this, I should do this. There are also subtly for your own image, for your own happiness. So we create a lot of things. But if you truly go in soul consciousness and say, yes, Baba, I am your child. You adopted me and you said I'm your hand and I will be your hand helper. And then maintain your inner, work for your spiritual stage and move towards your stage of perfection, total purity, and be peaceful, loving, sweet, whatever Baba said. So it's very, very interesting experience I had of day. So I thought that I share with all of you that this real true enthusiasm, which is power and which makes everything easy. And Baba does it. Only I have to be Baba's helper. I have to just surrender myself and let Baba use. So suddenly that enthusiasm appeared and I realized that, oh yeah, that's what I had since I became Baba's child, was this inner enthusiasm. Baba, what more? I never say, Baba, there is a lot to do. I say, Baba, what more? Because what I have done, there are many who could do now. So why I have to do it? And there are many who want to do it, let them do it. Okay, Baba, what is next for me? What can I do? So that enthusiasm is always there. And I feel happy and very light and also very, very full by this experience. So, Om Shanti.
Welcome to our Vikti journey, Mama's Murli, sharing the sweetness of God's versions.
ऐसे नहीं है, प्रवृत्ति है ही नहीं, या ये संसार है ही नहीं, या ये संसार कुछ बात नहीं है जो जैसे कहीं समझते हैं। नहीं, संसार है, ये रिलेशंस भी अनादि है। ऐसे नहीं कहेंगे नर नारी कभी थे ही नहीं, अनादि है। लेकिन उन्हों का संबंध जो अभी बिगड़ गया है, एक दो में दुख के और ये सभी कारण बन गए हैं। ये क्यों बना? ये दुख कहाँ से बीच में आया? इस रिलेशंस में दुख कहाँ से आया? ये रिलेशंस में दुख आया हमारे विकारी खाते के कारण। तो विकार जो बीच में आए ना, उन्होंने हमारा खाता, हमारा रिलेशंस, ये सब दुख के कर दिया। इसीलिए बाप कहते हैं इनको बीच से निकालो। जिस चीज ने तुम्हारे इसमें दुख पैदा किया है, तो दुख पैदा करने वाली जो चीज है ना, उनका नाश करो। तो ये कोई मैंने नहीं पैदा किया, ये तो तुम्हारे विकारों ने पैदा किया कि विकारों के कारण तुम्हारे रिलेशन, तुम्हारे कर्म का खाता जो है ना, वो सारा दुख का हो गया। इसीलिए अभी इस चीज को निकालो, तो फिर तुम्हारा सब सुख का हो जाएगा। पर तो निकले कैसे? बात है कि निकले कैसे। इसीलिए कहते हैं अभी मेरे से अपना रिलेशन जोड़ो तो ताकत मिलेगी। उसके लिए चाहिए बड़े उसका पावर, शक्ति। तो मेरे पावर से अथवा मेरे बल से ही तुम्हारे पाप जो है ना, अथवा विकार जो है, जो पाप बनाता है, ये कहीं नहीं समझते हैं कि विकारों से ही पाप बनता है। पाप कहाँ से बनता है? और पाप का नतीजा ही दुख है। ये तो भले कहीं समझते भी है कि भाई पाप के कारण पाप मत करो, ये, लेकिन पाप होता कहाँ से है उनका भी तो पता होना चाहिए कि पाप कौन कराता है। अभी पाप कराते हैं ये विकार कि मोहवश, ये भी पाप है, क्रोधवश ये भी पाप है, लोभवश, ये तो 5 विकार हैं। यही तो पाप बनाते हैं। इन विकारों से जो हम कर्म करते हैं वो पाप के नतीजे में जाता है। इसीलिए बाप कहते हैं कि अभी इसको पाप न बनाओ, तुम्हारा पाप न बने, तो उसके कारण ये विकारों को नष्ट करो। तो वो बैठ कर करके इस चीज की रोशनी देते हैं कि यही कारण है। अभी इसी कारण को मिटाने से फिर तुम्हारे रिलेशन, तुम्हारे संबंध सदा सुख के होंगे। तो वो चीज बैठ कर करके समझा, भी उसके लिए रोशनी देगा ना। ये रोशनी है ना, अभी पता चलता है ना कि भाई किससे हमको दुख मिला है। तो जो दुख की देने वाली चीज है उसको तो जल्दी से खत्म कर। उसके लिए थोड़ी ऐसा कहना चाहिए आस्ते आस्ते धीरे धीरे पुरुषार्थ करेंगे ना, थोड़ा थोड़ा कर करके नहीं, जल्दी कैसा होगा, ऐसा थोड़ी है भाई। दो दुख दे रहा है चीज, उसके लिए देखो अभी आप डॉक्टर के पास जाते हो, कोई बीमारी दुख होता है, कहते हैं डॉक्टर भाई इलाज करके उसको तो जल्दी से चाहेंगे ना, तो कैसे भी वो चीज ठीक हो जाए। उसको थोड़ी कहेंगे आस्ते आस्ते धीरे धीरे, थोड़ा थोड़ा करके नहीं। जब अभी पता चला है किसी के कारण दुख है, तो उसने काहे के लिए कहते हो आस्ते आस्ते? क्यों कि वो चीज आपको बहुत प्रिय लग गई है ना। वो विकार बहुत काल के चले होने के कारण वो अभी छूटना, तो उसमें कहते आस्ते आस्ते। परंतु यही तो चीज है जिसने हमको देखो हमारे अनेक जन्मों से हमको दुखी किया है। तो दुख वाली चीज को तो झट से काट फेंक देना चाहिए ना, जब ही पता चला है। और ऐसी भी नई चीज है जिससे कोई हमारा काम नहीं चले। क्या क्रोध के बिना काम नहीं चलेगा मुनीलाल? लोभ के बिना काम, कहीं समझते हैं लोभ नहीं करेंगे तो फिर हम कमाएंगे कैसे? कहीं समझते हैं मोह नहीं करेंगे तो बच्चे कैसे संभालेंगे? कहीं समझते हैं क्रोध नहीं करेंगे तो आज की दुनिया में काम कैसा चलेगा? इसीलिए समझते हैं ये सब। और काम के बिना फिर बच्चे संतान कैसा पैदा होगा? वो समझते हैं भगवान का पैदा करने का काम, भगवान के चलाने का काम इसी सभी विकारों से ही चलने का है। इसीलिए समझते हैं ये विकारी सत्ता है, परंतु नहीं, ये विकारी है जिससे तो हम जुड़े हैं। कोई ये सत्ता नहीं है। वो हमारी पवित्र दुनिया भी चली हुई है, जिसमें हम पवित्रता के बल से संतान भी पैदा रहा है, पवित्रता की बल से संतान की परवरिश भी हुई है, पालना भी हुई है। हमारा संसार पवित्रता के संबंध में चला हुआ है। तो ऐसे नहीं कहेंगे कि हाँ पवित्रता के बिना संसार कैसा चलेगा।
So it's a very special day, and we will be offering bhog for Mother's Day in Avyakti Parivar in the evening. So please be with us. And anyone who would like to offer bhog, you can always send the request to our phone number with WhatsApp or email or any one of that. Thank you. So now with zeal and enthusiasm, we would like to invite our angel, the team angel, Sister Anoli and Sister Anne. So Sister Anoli will be sharing her experience. So would like to welcome both of them. Welcome, angels.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, everyone in Avyakti Parivar. Om Shanti, Didi. And welcome to the sharing of the Avyakti team for this evening. We are very happy and feeling very fortunate to have Sister Anoli here to share with us. So I will ask two questions, maybe three. So we ask the first two together and then the second part. So the first question is, what is your experience being part of the family, the Avyakti Parivar family? And then what has been your experience being part of the Avyakti team?
Sure, Sister Anne. Thank you for facilitating tonight's session. Om Shanti Didi, Om Shanti Avyakti Parivar. Sister Anne, I'm sure you remember, and I'm almost certain everybody else in the Avyakti Parivar will remember that moment when Dadi Janki became Avyakt. And because of COVID, most of us couldn't run to the center. And Mohini Didi knew that there had to be a way to bring us all together and to make sure that we didn't feel disconnected to the family. And so what started as 13 nights, and now here we are more than 2 years later. And so when you ask, what does it feel like to be part of the Avyakti Parivar? The first thing that I can think of is blessing, right? But I feel there's also another word that can be used to describe Avyakti Parivar, and that is the word necessity. It was extremely necessary to have this platform, to have this program, to keep us connected on a daily basis. I love the homework. I love how it's presented in a slide every evening, and then it's reinforced throughout the day, the following day, starting from Amrit Vela. Everyone in my office knows the homework because whenever they come into my office, they'll see the slide on my computer screen. I've got two very huge screens on my desk, and one screen always has the homework slide in the top corner. And I can't tell you how many times I've been faced with obstacles at work, and all I have to do is look over at the slide on the screen, and there lies the solution. And so, blessing and necessity is what Avyakti Parivar has been for me. And the second part of your question, being part of the Avyakti Parivar team, I am just completely amazed by what is going on behind the scenes, only because I truly do know what it takes because of my line of work, because of my profession. I've been working in the film and television industry for over 30 years, and I've had the opportunity to work on film and television shows, both in America as well as in India. And so we've worked with crews of over 200-300 people, all working on one project. And so when I look at this 1-hour program on Avyakti Parivar, all I can say is this is a golden secret. And if the television industry knew what Avyakti Parivar team is doing here, they'd want to know our little secret. I've never known a production that has run for 769 consecutive nights. And the best part, the most beautiful part about this is how it's all operating in a very incognito way, right? It's the service of Baba's tireless servers. And, in my line of work, everyone does what they do for praise and recognition. But here in the Avyakti Parivar team, no one is doing it for praise and recognition. Everyone's doing it just for, their sheer love for Baba and their love for the Brahmin family. And, that's what ultimately earns us, the multi-million blessings. So I think that's what Avyakti Parivar and the Avyakti Parivar team mean to me. I also want to mention, this is also a little secret that I'm going to share, but none of us on the Avyakti Parivar team know who is doing what. We just know that there is a team of maybe 75 or 100 of us, and it all stays very beautifully incognito. And I think that's what makes it even more special, is how the team can work so cohesively together in this anonymous way. And what that means is there's less thoughts on who's doing what, and it means more time to enjoy the seva and more time to remember Baba.
Oh, beautiful. Very touching and inspiring. It's one thing to think about what's going on behind the scenes, but to also know that no one knows what anyone else is doing. Right. And it's like Baba's miracle is what I was thinking. So wonderful. The last question is about the homework. So you had mentioned that you work with the homework every day in a very practical way. So today's homework was about zeal and enthusiasm being the most powerful, or the strongest power, the greatest power. So what was your experience today with today's homework?
Right. So this morning I started my day at Amrit Villa, really trying to be in that awareness of how zeal and enthusiasm is the important power of the soul, and it's the greatest power for all Brahmins. And I kept repeating what Didi had said, I think it was yesterday, how she said how each and every moment we have to feel our good fortune. And wherever we go and whatever we do with our every thought, we have to use this power of zeal and enthusiasm, to make the impossible possible. And so, a few days ago, we had a really big shoot. We were filming a TV commercial for MasterCard, and we were shooting with a very well-known Spanish singer named Romeo Santos. So for all of our Spanish students from Latin America and South America, you might know who he is. He's known as the King of Bachata, and he's actually sold out MetLife Stadium, which is here in New Jersey, with 80,000 people. So he's a pretty big deal. But with these big deals come a lot of big problems, right? Because they have certain demands and certain things that they have to do. And it kind of exhausted my my team, my staff, my employees, they were kind of tired by the end of it. And this had been going on, right? Weeks of planning to get us to the shoot, which was on Saturday. So today we found out that that somebody from his team, as well as from MasterCard, they wanted to come and sit with us in the editing room, and they wanted to be part of the editing process. And so all my editors got upset, and they were like, Anoli, please do something. Like we can't have them sitting with us. And then I remembered, okay, what did Baba tell us in the homework? And I knew that it was really important to not get disheartened. And I knew the importance of just constantly staying happy in my heart. So long story short, I allowed the client to come. They sat in our editing suite all day. And when they came out of the room at like 5 o'clock, everybody was smiling, everybody was laughing, including my editors. And one of my editors came over to me and he said, "Thank you for flapping your wings." Literally in those exact words, "Thank you for flapping your wings." And so in that moment, I really understood how keeping an elevated stage with zeal and enthusiasm, not only helps ourselves, but it helps us to become an instrument for Baba to help everyone else who's around us.
Beautiful. Thank you, sister, so much. Would you go ahead and read our homework for tomorrow?
Sure. So our homework for tomorrow, for May 5th, is zeal and enthusiasm make difficult things easy. No matter how difficult something is, enthusiasm makes difficult things easy. Enthusiasm makes even a storm, tofan, into a gift, tofa. It makes a mountain not into a mustard seed, but into cotton wool. Enthusiasm makes you experience any type of test or problem to be entertainment. Therefore, those who maintain their zeal and enthusiasm, those who are images of support for the new world, those who have a new life, are Brahmin souls. Om Shanti.
Zeal and enthusiasm, the flying stage. Zeal and enthusiasm makes difficult things easy. No matter how difficult something is, enthusiasm makes difficult things easy. Enthusiasm makes even a storm, tufan, into a gift, tofa. It makes a mountain not into a mustard seed, but into cotton wool. Enthusiasm makes you experience any type of test or problem to be entertainment. Therefore, those who maintain their zeal and enthusiasm,
those who are images of support for the new world. And those who have a new life are Brahmin souls.
उमंग उत्साह उड़ती कला। उमंग उत्साह मुश्किल को सहज कर देता। कैसी भी मुश्किल बात हो, लेकिन उमंग उत्साह मुश्किल को सहज कर देता है। उत्साह तूफान को भी तोहफा बना देता है। पहाड़ को भी राई नहीं लेकिन रुई बना देता है। उत्साह किसी भी परीक्षा व समस्या को मनोरंजन अनुभव कराता है। इसलिए उमंग उत्साह में रहने वाले नवयुग के आधार मूर्त नव जीवन वाले ब्राह्मण आत्माएं हो। ओम शांति।
Om Shanti. Good night, everyone. Om Shanti. Good night.